Well, speaking of social media, you're very active on Instagram. You have about 350,000 followers. What kind of content do you like to, what do you find interesting? Do you watch like food porn and
Oh,
things?
me following on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yeah.
It's funny you said that because I've been on a diet. I've been following a lot of food sites because
Mm.
I fantasize, right? My dream in life is to be able to donate fat to thin people, right? Can you imagine if Mariana could just
That's the
stick a
new
tab
health
in
app.
here and it goes into whatever part of her body she needs a bit of fat in? That would be the ultimate invention. Low cost fat transfer. It'd be
Just stick it in and take it.
killer. Can you imagine if I could just, you and me, Attila, could go to an AirAsia plane and stick it in and fill up our
And
plane,
power it.
and the plane goes to KK. That'd be so hot. Yeah, so I think don't irritate us, Mariana, by talking about food porn. But yeah, I mean, it's my new thing. I read it in a book. If you feel hungry, drink water and think about food. Mentally think about it. So I use Instagram for that. I follow a lot of football,
Mm.
and invariably my Instagram is full of cabin crew. So you invariably see a lot of that. But I wouldn't say I'm a big follower of Instagram. I see many women and men, just they use it as reference and stuff. I use it more as a tool for communication.
Yep.
I'm not really interested in what other people say, to be honest. I'm interested in it communicating with my audience, right?
What about YouTube, where you got to watch something? I mean,
Yeah, I've been using YouTube a lot I love tech. I mean, if you want to know about me, I'm the first guy to download the beta version of Apple. I'm the first guy to insist I get the new Apple Watch. I love tech. I get excited. So YouTube is a lot of that, and sport. I use YouTube for a lot of sport and catching up with highlights and stuff. So I was born with music in my life, right? And I will die with music in my life. I bought my first LP. I don't think many kids would do this. Well, they won't now, especially, but I bought my first album when I was 5 years old at Wells Supermarket, right? The Supremes, A Go-Go. That's my first album. And I begged my father to buy it for me, right? I mean, I couldn't get on. In those days, they used to have these high chairs so you could put on headphones and listen to music. Or you had sound booths, right? Which you go, and I couldn't reach. But to my father's credit, who's an amazing guy, he kind of encouraged my music. And my mother was a music teacher, and she was really into music. So both of them were into music. My dad was kind of Ray Conniff and Reader's Digest box sets of show tunes and Frank Sinatra, and my mother was Dionne Warwick and Carole King and Silver Convention, and so I had an amazing music life. So music is a big part. Sport is, I've grown up on sport. It doesn't show in my body, but sport is a massive part of my life, and tech has become a massive part of my life. I enjoy it. I love it. I love what tech can do.
What's your relationship with tech? Is it trying out stuff and then moving on to the next one when you get bored, or is it really using it for productivity purposes?
It's functional, right? So at AirAsia, I got sick of people sending emails, right? And email becomes depressing. I used to get 1,200 emails. So as you know, I've been pushing for collaboration. Now, I was way ahead of anyone. I brought in, though I hate the company, but we brought in Workplace. We brought in our own version with Chili, and I rather direct communication and messaging has shown the way, right? Whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's Line or whatever, right? WeChat. And so why can't corporates communicate the way we communicate socially? It's real time, it's real, and everyone's on the chat, right? As opposed to emails, which is historical. So I've used tech for productivity. I've been way ahead of the curve of anyone in AirAsia, to be honest. Everything that you see is me, not the tech guys. So productivity and usability. Look, we are in a developing country. Tech, if you think about 100 years ago, not so long ago, actually less than 100 years ago, kids were climbing up chimneys to clean chimneys in London, right? Each industrial revolution has caused jobs to be lost, but the quality of life has improved dramatically. And tech, why I like it is that it will improve life. Now, there's some drawbacks. Social media, I have very strong views on fake news. I got into an argument with a really old friend in Los Angeles who's like just so against the vaccine, and she's sending me this rubbish, and she's brainwashed and she's smart. Tech has its good things, and bad things, but majority really good. So yeah, go back to your question. Productivity is number one. And two is, I just love how it simplifies your life, right?